I thought I'd landed in heaven because everybody was nice to me.
Thankful to come here as a child, the 96-year-old who shares her story with younger generations to mark Holocaust Memorial Day. And to an extraordinary woman now. Heidi Argent was just 9 years old when she fled Nazi-controlled Austria in 1939, along with her parents, to safety here in Britain. Now, at the age of 96, she continues to tell her remarkable story to younger generations. She was in Finchley to mark this year's Holocaust Memorial Day, and Alice van der Krave went to meet her.
Heidi Argent was a young child when Hitler came to power in 1933. She was growing up in Vienna, where anti-Semitism was already rife.
Well, I was 4 years old when I first heard about anti-Semitism, and it was explained to me that people didn't like Jews, and that was anti-Semitism. And I heard that word, and I grew up with that word. So that word was part of my life. When I was 6 years old and I went to school, I learnt how anti-Semitism felt as well as what it meant, because I was called awful names. And I suppose, if you think about it, racism always starts with names, with calling the other really bad names. And I was always stood at the back of the class because I was a Jew, and I was never allowed to go on any outings because I was a Jew, and I was never included in anything. I was never given a place in a team or in a part in a play.
When Germany took over Austria in 1938, life for Jewish people there became intolerable.
I was expelled, my father lost his office, he was a lawyer, we lost our home. And you know, there were terrible laws about what we could and couldn't do. We weren't allowed to go to any public places, we weren't allowed to go to any cinemas or library or ice skating or swimming, anything that you could think of.
Heidi and her parents were the lucky ones, though. They were one of the small number of families who were given visas to come to Britain. It saved their lives.
My parents got jobs as butler and cook in a manor house in Hertfordshire, and I went to the village school there. I thought I'd landed in heaven because everybody was nice to me. I had loads of friends. Children invited me to their homes even, you know. I went to birthday parties for the first time in my life. Hitler's ambition was to make an empire that was stronger, larger.
Today, Heidi is speaking to girls from a local Catholic school, visiting Finchley Reform Synagogue to learn about the horrors of the Holocaust. She wants us all to learn from the past.
Germany was in a terrible state at the time. There was loads of unemployment, there was ill health. They needed a scapegoat. There was conspiracy theories and misinformation and fake news, and it went on and on and on and on until people believed it. And you know, you look at the world today and there is misinformation, there is conspiracy theories, there is fake news everywhere about everything, and we must not let it happen again.
The remarkable Heidi Argent there speaking to me. Well, I'm at the Westminster Synagogue where they are marking Holocaust Memorial Day this evening. Let's speak to Rabbi Camilla. Thank you very much for having us here. Tell us about the event that you have planned this evening.
Hi, Alice, thank you. Tonight we are holding a memorial service to really mark and remember and honor the International Memorial Holocaust Day. And after the memorial service, we are screening a movie, and this is The Commandant's Shadow, which is a bit controversial, but it is a remarkable movie. It marks a journey of 87-year-old man who's discovering that his father was actually a Nazi commander at Auschwitz.
It's obviously at the forefront of everybody's minds is not to forget the horrors of what happened. And the theme this year for Holocaust Memorial Day is bridging the generations. Is that something that's at the forefront of your mind and your mission here at Westminster Synagogue?
Definitely. For us tonight is really about marking what happened almost over 80 years ago, and to pay our respect to those who were murdered in the Shoah, and to remember the lives and the stories of those who perished but also of those who survived and of those who were helping and who didn't keep quiet. And very important is also to be reminded that evil is never too far away and that similar atrocities can happen to everyone even today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. I hope the evening goes very well. And the event here at Westminster Synagogue is just one of many hundreds happening all over, not just today on Holocaust Memorial Day itself, but of course the whole week. Riz.